What's going on? Dylan Conrad, Metabolic Mama Secrets. Today I'm going to talk to you about why only rich moms do this coaching program. Before I get to this, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn notifications on Spotify, iTunes, put the bell button on, follow, write a review. All helps the algorithm, helps me help more moms like you, and that is amazing. So, a little bit of clickbait here, but I posted on my Instagram Reels the other week that it's a huge limiting belief that I always hear is that, and sometimes it's subconscious, that, moms that are doing this coaching program and other coaching programs or even personal training, anything that they're like spending a lot of money on their health, there is this thought like, oh, they must be wealthy. And this is like such an old school way of thinking from back in the day when only rich people would do personal training. But nowadays it's not like that at all. And in fact, like if you look at the demographics economically of our clientele, it ranges from everywhere, right? And so the biggest thing is it's a limiting belief, but it's also an identity thing, right? It's like, oh, them but not me, right? I could never do that. But it's we vote with our dollars for what we care about, 100%. And if you're voting with your dollars for HBO Max, Netflix, restaurants out, drinks out with the girls, spending like, I don't know, I live in LA, so like average martini is like $18 at a restaurant, right? And then, or you're having if you're vaping or you're smoking cigarettes or trying to think what else, like what other bad habits I typically see, DoorDash, Postmates. If you're someone who's like voting with your dollars for those things, like, and you're obviously not aligned with anything healthy, right? You're not spending money on things that are going to give you an ROI on your health. And I'm not saying this has to be a permanent shift, but it definitely has to be a shift while you do acquire the knowledge and the skills with the right coaching so that you can have this stuff so you can actually see results long term. And a lot of times it's just an identity thing. And the people that we coach, like, and even long term, the clients that spend, a disproportionate amount of money than in other areas of their life, they see the results and their identity is. And I'm sure you can think of your head of a lot of people that are in shape around your life, and you're like, oh, that person like spends a lot of money on their grocery bill with like super healthy food. Not saying that you have to do that. Like you can actually save a ton of money with macros and all that other stuff. But it's just a big common misconception, and it's a big limiting belief that we have, in that, otherwise every rich person in the world would be super lean, and that's just not the case. And, it's a really good opportunity if you are thinking that, which I used to think the same exact way. I'm like, well, I can't afford a coach. I can't afford X, Y, and Z. It's a really good opportunity, and like to just look and see where you're prioritizing your spending and where we can actually put it towards that's going to get us results. Because if there's a will, there's a way. And if you want this, if not even bad enough, but if you want it just enough, like you will figure out a way. The average car lease in the US, which is astounding, is $450 per month. $450 per month, something that's going to get you from point A to point B. I'm not saying like go use public transit or whatever, get rid of your car. But I am saying like it is a good opportunity to realize like, oh, you know what? I do have the money. It's just in other places. I'm allocating it, right? For me, this is a subject that's near and dear to my heart, because of the financial stuff I've gone through myself in the background, and continue to invest in my continuing education with business related, with training related, with actually my own coach. I still, like, when I lost basically everything, I still was giving him money, because it was something that still mattered to me. And I knew that at the foundation of everything that I wanted to achieve in my life, health was going to be that, right? Now I don't even have a car. It's not that I can't afford it. It's just my priorities are on my daughter, my own health, and that's really it. So like if you look at like what I spend my money on, it's like health stuff and my daughter, and that's really just about it, because those are my priorities right now, and obviously my wife, like, make everyone happy here. But it's just like you got to think what's really a priority in your life. And if you are coming to understand, which I hope you are if you've been listening to this podcast long enough, that this is something that's very valuable. Your health is the most valuable asset that we have, because we do have full control over it. And if you understand that human behavior is the biggest thing that will crush any system, and that is not easy to adhere to a nutrition and training model, then you will understand that it is important for you to invest in the proper knowledge and skills so you can put your best self in the best position to succeed. And again, like, whenever I talk to people about investing in this coaching program, I'm not saying this has to be a permanent thing, but like, you're feeling XYZ ways right now. You're XYZ away from your goal. You don't have the knowledge. You don't have the skills to do this. Do you want to keep feeling the way you're feeling right now? Or do you want to sacrifice, things that aren't going to get you close to your goals, like subscriptions and like, stupid things that we just don't need to spend money on, and put it towards this? Because the more disciplined you actually are in this area, you'll see it translate to all areas of your life, with your finances, with, just like your relationships, with like everything, right? And so I really just want to make this post because it's something I talk with my team a lot about, trying to get them past their own limiting beliefs, and invest in themselves with their continuing education and all that stuff. And, in their mind, like, oh, I don't run my own coaching company. So, why would I do that? I'm not making all the money in the world. It's like, no, like, that's not it at all. Like you're just allocating more funds and cutting back in other areas so you can learn this stuff, so you can help more people and grow more and be more of an asset to my company or any other company out there. But I think, it's like, it's really, it sounds woo woo, but it's really alignment, right? And so if your finances are aligned with your goals, you will see results. I can guarantee that. And I cannot guarantee a lot of things in life, but I can guarantee that if you're spending money on getting healthy to put yourself in the best position on actually the right things, like you're not getting like scammed, then you will see results. I promise you that. So take it for what it's worth. I hope this really spoke to someone out there that's, maybe has this mindset or just like wants to make the leap, but, not like just scared around the whole, the investment portion of it. I hope this kind of puts some of your minds at ease. So anyways, happy whatever day you're watching this on. Love y'all, and enjoy the rest of your day.